They're broke. They're completely destroyed by their own making. And I'll tell you exactly why I think that way. I have some very interesting news insights to share with you in this particular video. Before I do that, not subscribe, consider subscribing. The Duke and Duchess of Nobody are planning to move back to Britain, the Telegraph can reveal. The family intends to relocate from the US later this month to a private non-royal residence thought to be outside of London. Archie and Lily, the couple's children, are enrolled to start at a British school in September. So they'll be moving by end of this month, looks like. There are no current plans for either the Duke or Duchess of Sussex to reprise their official working roles within the royal family. However, the move raises the prospect that they could do so in the future. The king was informed of the move on Sunday. It was not discussed when the Sussexes visited him at Highgrove in July. It is understood. Hey, wait a second. So, the palace is not really inviting them. They did not discuss anything with the king. It is their own decision. Do you believe that William will accept them back to the palace? I don't think so. It looks like they're forcing it on the palace, on the family, to accept them. They have enrolled their children, surrogate invisible children, in UK school. Why? United States doesn't have good schooling there? Or are they getting caught for all the fraud that they are doing in the States in regards to their children? Are they getting caught? I mean, this is something that they are forcing on others. So people, if you believe that it is King Charles who is inviting them, telling them, hey, move back to UK, then you'll be mistaken, because it looks like the king himself didn't have any idea what they were doing. He was said to be naturally pleased for the opportunity to see more of his family on a regular basis. No, not to the point where he would want to have them next door neighbor, because that's where it is heading, both in a private and personal capacity. However, the king is clear that the Duke and Duchess's status as non-working royals and private individuals, in keeping with their previously expressed wishes, will remain unchanged. The Prince and Princess of Wales have also been informed of the move, William and Catherine. The Duke and Duchess's security arrangements have not been disclosed, but there has been no announcement of any change. Sperry has previously made it clear that he would not feel safe bringing his family back to the UK without police protection, something he has been fighting for several years. The British state has so far steadfastly refused to provide him with police support. The couple will retain their homes in Montecito, California and Portugal. Now, this is a propaganda piece. This is BS. They are now getting evicted from Montecito. Okay? If you think this is true, this is something you'll only believe if you're naive. If they could afford Montecito mansion, they would not have moved back to the UK. They're moving back because they are going bankrupt. They're selling the mansion. They will not do it right now or right away. They are gonna keep it for a little bit, and then in time, you see, they will sell their Montecito mansion because they're bankrupt. While the Duchess will continue to run her lifestyle brand as ever, which sources insist is thriving from their new base. So again, these are all BS. Her as ever is thriving. Everything is just going perfect, and they are moving back to UK. I mean, you have to have a little bit of brain, not even like a lot of brain, maybe just 1 ounce of brain to really see the whole thing here. They're bankrupt, they're broke, and they are an utter disaster. That's why they're moving or planning to move. Sources suggested that UK would be their primary home for an extended period, although it had not yet been decided whether to make the move permanent. No, they do not know. They have trashed the monarchy. They have thrown the monarchy under the bus in US to see how much money they could make. They couldn't make much. So that plot, it didn't work. Now they're going back to UK and do something in order to make sure that whatever they do, they make good money. If they cannot, then they will move back to states and they will throw the monarchy under the bus once again. So this is it just shows that these people are so desperate. They're such a failure. They do not even know where to stay for a steady income because they don't have any skill, no talent, nothing. And it is catching up with them every day. Hollywood is a big failure for Meghan. We know that. The locations of the home and school have not yet been made public for privacy reasons. The decision comes more than 6 years after the couple quit royal duties and moved abroad in search of financial independence, agreeing not to use their HRH titles. They cannot use their HRH title. It is not that it was their choice. They were forbidden. In a statement released in 2021, following a 12-month review of their situation, Elizabeth II confirmed that the couple would not continue with the responsibilities and duties that come with a life of public service. She had made it clear that they could not maintain a half-in, half-out approach to royal duties while also pursuing commercial opportunities. The Duke and Duchess responded by saying, "We can all live a life of service. Service is universal." They did not say, though, we don't care about service. We're just going to pursue our own dream. They said, see, even this statement shows they were always half in, half out. They always wanted to have the best of both worlds. Otherwise, why would they say something like this when they do not serve anybody other than themselves? Oh, we can serve people in the States or in Portugal, wherever we go. No, they do not serve anybody. They would have to serve if they were in UK, but they didn't like it. They were not living for people. They were living for themselves. Prince Harry was stripped of his honorary military titles but has continued to support a handful of charities. The couple believe they have since proved that the half-in, half-out model does work. Not really. After moving to the US, the Duke and Duchess made a series of incendiary allegations that shook the royal family to its core. They suggested the senior royals were racist by asking questions about the color of their unborn son's Archie skin. The Duchess of Sussex also revealed that she had had suicidal thoughts and had struggled with her mental health after joining the royal family. If she was, thinking about, taking her own life because she was living with the family in UK, why do you think she's going back to the family, to the UK? Why? Oh, it is because our kids are going back to school, so we decided to admit them in the best school in the world. You cannot find that school in US. Or their excuse is, we are going to be more successful if we make our base in UK. Unbelievable. This individual, this is the same individual who said, I was going to take my life because of UK, because of the people, because of the monarchy. And this is the same person now saying, we are going back to UK. So all of those thoughts, they were lies. They were lies, guys. And she is exposing herself more than anybody else. She said in 2019 television interview that British friends had warned her before marrying Sperry that the tabloids would destroy her life. Yeah, it's going to destroy your life when you go back, right? And she described the British way of dealing with emotions as probably really damaging. Oh my God. And she thinks that we are a bunch of foolish people here. We forgot all of these things she said. Going back to UK, probably really damaging. Wow. Emotion will be damaged. I'll be damaged. But yay, I'm back. In 2022 magazine interview, she alleged that she would never be able to do school pickup and drop off in Britain without it being a royal photo call. Oh my God. Like, just see what else she's saying here. While the Duke has started building bridges with his family, his relationship with his brother William remains deeply fractured. The pair are not thought to have spoken for years. Both the Prince and Prince of Wales are said to feel deeply betrayed by their revelations made in the Duke's memoir Spare and in various television interviews. However, Sperry has long made it clear that he misses UK and is desperate for his children to experience British culture and life. He was always telling us, Sperry, that my wife, if she fails miserably, and she will, we will go back to UK. It was, the writing was on the wall. Some people saw it, some others did not. The move will also enable him to dedicate further time to his charitable organizations. Yeah, all the good things are going to happen when you go back to UK. I'm going to be more, charity man than I have ever been before. I will help so many people. I'll change Africa and make them first world country just when I go back to UK. Invictus 27 takes place in Birmingham next July, and the Duke fervently hopes that the King will join him to open the event. No, King, don't do that. It'll be a big mistake. His relationship with his father has improved in recent months, with the pair chatting regularly on the phone. He doesn't even take his phone calls. What they're talking about. When the Duke and Duchess returned to the UK last month, they enjoyed a long-awaited reunion with the King and Queen at Highgrove, the monarch's Gloucestershire home. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing it right. It was a significant moment and marked the first time Archie Lily had seen their grandfather in 4 years. The meeting was considered a key step on the road to reconciliation. The Sussexes have already sought to build a base in Europe, buying property in Portugal at the prestigious Costa Terra resort in Melidas. They cannot pay for this property. So who will pay this? Well, yeah, Papa. Papa is going to pay for our Portugal property. People like taxpayers are going to pay for this property. I can tell you, I can confirm, I can promise you. They are broke. And this is perhaps why they're moving back to UK, because they cannot afford that property, and it will be such a shame. The country is popular with US immigrants and offers a so-called golden visa, granting EU residency in exchange for an investment of at least £250,000, provided the visa holders stay in the country for 7 days a year. The UK government's protective security system is rigorous and proportionate. Quote, "It is our long-standing policy not to provide detailed information on those arrangements, as doing so could compromise their integrity and affect individual security." Okay, so of course she said so many bad things about not just the family, also about the country itself, the place, the environment, even the air. It's all bad. It is all traumatizing. And then now, whoopsie, we are going back. We love that place. So many comments here, guys, from you guys. So many comments. Love these comments. But guys, we need to hold her accountable for what she said, not what we are saying here. She herself testified that UK is the most horrible place on earth for her to move back, because she was going to take her life. She never felt at home. Even last visit, she said, I felt like I was an outsider when she visited last month in July. So after all of this, why they're going back? Well, it is because they're desperate. They have lost everything. They have gone bankrupt. They're broke. They're getting sued, and people are hating them, and they're not even hiding it. Oprah Winfrey, Ellen DeGeneres. You have so many Colonel Lima, Jamie Colonel Lima. All of these people, they are just disgusted with her presence. They want them out, nowhere close to them. They know it. They stink. They know it. Both of these duplicitous duos, they know it. The people hate them. So now what will you do? Well, go back to Papa. Papa is gonna pay for everything, and they have to do it right now because Papa might not be around for too long. Papa might be gone anytime, and when William becomes the king, everything will be just destroyed. Man, so many comments. I love these comments. Leave a comment in the comment section, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Have a wonderful day.